Hello there, and welcome back to another episode of Daily Magic. My name is SlytherinKnight, and I'm so happy you could join me. So today's daily is just to cast 20 creature spells, nice and generic, and we're just gonna do some Rakdos Wizards today. The idea of this deck is fairly basic, getting as many token wizards on the field. They deal 1 damage whenever you cast a non-creature spell, so having a ton of them on the field and then casting like a Boltwave can do some pretty significant damage. So that's kind of what we have. Boltwave and Burst Lightning are good instants. One deals 3 damage to your opponent, one is 2 damage to, well, any target. Black Mage's Rod creates a wizard. Creates a wizard that does the whole creature deals 1 damage to each opponent whenever you cast a non-creature spell. Coruscation Mage does the same thing. Dwarven Forge-Chanter is something that I would probably change in this deck, just because I don't think the card's that strong. I mean, sure, it's a 2 mana value, 1 power, 3 toughness with a ward of pay 2 life and prowess. I get it, and it is a wizard, and that is a big deal. It is a wizard mainly because of, I believe, Circle of Power. Wizards you control get +1 to power and gain lifelink until end of turn. So that's kind of the main reasons it's in here, though I would maybe look for other wizards. Electrostatic Infantry gets stronger for every instant or sorcery spell you play. Cornered by Black Mages both creates a wizard token and forces your opponent to sacrifice a creature. Mysidian Elder, I think is how you say that. 2 things for the price of 1, creates a token. Other than that, this card is just kind of there. Queen Brahne, whenever she attacks, she's creating tokens. Black Waltz No. 3 deals 2 damage instead of 1. And then Kuja is creates them at the beginning of your end step. So, yeah. And if there are 4 or more wizards on the field, he becomes Trance Kuja, which doubles the power. So that's kind of the idea. Trying to get Kuja on the field when you have 4 or more wizards so that he'll eventually transform at your end step, and then you can do some pretty serious damage after that. So let's play it. Like pretty much all of the decks that we run, we get mixed results. It just depends heavily on card draw, luck, and whatever your opponent's running. So we'll see. Sure. Definitely not my preference because we don't have anything to play early other than Boltwave and Burst Lightning, but my own mentality makes me want to save these until we have things that start benefiting from casting other spells. Yes, it is a flaw of mine, a fault of mine. But you never know, we might actually not have to. We might not actually see combat if our opponent doesn't decide on their hand. Always surprised there's not a clue murder weapon over in this area. Yeah, nothing. Just start with that. Not too worried about Burst Lightning, something that they play. Just go ahead and get the tap land out. We can worry about Burst Lightning later. I do kind of like the whole interactable things on the map. Like this one, this is from the murders at Karlov Manor. So you have a wrench, you have a wrench, jump rope, a steel pipe, a dagger, and I believe that's a candlestick. Are all things that could have been used as a murder weapon. So just kind of a cool little touch. Oh, I hate you. Fine. Sadly, I'm going to drop Burst Lightning. Yeah, this isn't great. Yeah, a discard deck is definitely not what we want to go up against, because we want cards. We want the cards we have, and this deck doesn't really have a whole lot of draw potential either. So that is a problem. If they force us to get rid of something else, it's going to be cornered by black mages. Wow. Force them to use big mana. I'm happy with that. Or big mana, big removal. Happy with that. That's fine. Again, we're forcing them to get rid of stuff. Okay, both of these are sorceries, so that's a little unfortunate, but... Seriously? Do you not have anything else? This is getting a little embarrassing. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this. And why not? Another Boltwave. Now this does mean that they'll get some damage on me. Oh, they finally drew a land. Okay. Nice. Okay. Go ahead and do that. We're going to drop this for another Boltwave. Not what I was hoping for. Just hit them for what we can. They'll get 2 life back when they hit this turn, but they might not be able to win anyway. Okay, they're just gonna... Okay. See, you come in tapped is the problem. Oh, you son of a... Yeah, you don't get to keep that mana, even though I tapped it. I feel like tapping it like that, you should still be able to keep it. But I guess not. Definitely want to keep that blocker. I get it. I hate that I'm probably gonna lose here. Let's see if they have anything else. Of course not. Yep. Yep, they had just enough removal. I was gonna say, all I need is like a burst lightning, but that's not true. Oh, crap. Forgot about that. Yeah, I forgot that's a thing. Oh, Bloodletter. That's... They didn't attack? Surprising. Either way, I've lost at this point because... I mean, I'm gonna have to block everything that they have. So you really should attack here, yeah. helpful. Pretty sure I lose here no matter what, right? Because that's 8 damage. Yeah, I mean, that's 8 damage, so. Alright. Well, that's unfortunate, but that's kind of what I'm talking about. If they have a lot of removal, not a whole lot you can always do against it. So, unfortunate, but that's just how it goes. Either way, let's jump into one more match. Maybe we can turn our luck around. This is interesting. Green is actually one of the better decks we could go up against, I think. Oh, Golgari. Never mind. And what do you do? Okay. Again, what is it when at the beginning of your insta, 6 or more permanent cards in your grave, transform. Took you to 3. Do that, lose 2 life, create some tokens, and then all of these guys get +1. Let's go this first. No attack. We'll Circle of Power next turn. Pull back the Town Greeter. Okay. Permanents, so lands count. Aha! Yeah, you had to pull one. So your X-Death doesn't get to change. Yeah, block the Elder. Surprised. I'm guessing they thought I might have had something to power up one of my cards a little further, which would have been nice, but no, not today. Okay, so that costs 3, that's 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, joy, diamond weapon. That transforms at the end. Yeah. I could do this to create another one, or we could token. Sad thing is there's no reason to attack, because they can just block with Diamond Weapon, and Diamond Weapon's not going to take any damage. Alright, well, screw you. Sorry, was that too crass? I mean, that's game because I don't have anything else I can do. There was no reason to attack. The thing... yeah. That's fair. Keeps that thing alive. By offspring, do I have... I do have enough to play. Okay. Sad thing is, I don't think I can survive the next turn. Yeah, that'll do it. That takes you to 5. That's 9. Which means I can't play Circle of Power because I lose 2 life. And that's game. Unfortunate. That was our last chance, was whatever we drew. If we had drawn a Boltwave, that probably could have been it, but we didn't, so it is what it is. Either way, we're going to wrap up this kind of disappointing episode right there. So, if you happen to enjoy the episode, which I do still sincerely hope you did, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button down below. And if you happen to be new to the channel, hello, welcome, and please do consider subscribing. And to stay up to date for whenever new content is released, don't forget to hit that bell icon after you subscribe. But other than that, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And I will see you all next time.